Hey, how'd you get that up there? Huh?
You minx, how'd you get that up there? Leprechaun?
Just pull that thing up.
Unexpectedly, Mike gives Joey some praise.
That's determination. He bit off more than he can chew, and he chewed it and he swallowed it.
Inspired by Joey's work ethic, the other colonists refocus on the business of survival. Leilani tackles a project of universal importance, the making of toilet paper from a roll of muslin.
We're out of toilet paper. For right now, this is what it is.
Allison and Vlad milk the goat they found on their street scavenge last week.
If I would have to redesign the goat, I'd make a larger hole.
While John C. teams up with Joey to maximize the water tank's heating capacity.
This is black, so it's going to absorb a lot, but obviously I would like to bounce a little bit more, just like the suntan with those old-time reflectors. That's what we're doing.
They hoist up a piece of flexible board and line it with recycled insulation they found in the warehouse. They then wrap the outside of the tank with the reflector to catch the sun's rays.
More?
And the final step is to wrap the tank in plastic.
We're going to shrink wrap the whole thing in clear plastic so we warm it up during the day and it doesn't cool off completely during the night.
As night falls on the sanctuary, Dr. George again brings up the issue of colony security.
I think we're all agreed we're relatively secure at night when we lock down in here. And we're most vulnerable during the day because our easiest breach is that side yard over that gate.
Michael secured the colony perimeter when they first moved in, but they're still vulnerable on the west wall.
It might be a good idea to run razor wire out on the side yard. Or it's easy to scale that fence.
I don't think we need to kill ourselves with the, the detail. These doors, I'm not worried about them the way I was a little while ago.
It seems like security keeps getting put on the back burner for other bigger projects that need to be finished. It seems like we have to do A, B, C, D, and E and fit in F, G, and H, and there's only so many hours in the day.
Croatian engineer Vlad is chef tonight.
Well, it is doctored up top ramen. Et qu'est-ce qu'on va faire après ça? On va mélanger tout ça ensemble et on va manger tout ça avec notre plaisir. I speak about 7 or 8 languages.
But saying it in French doesn't change the fact that they're having rice and ramen for dinner.
We need real food here versus just this canned stuff because what little we're eating, we're going to start losing our energy and we're not going to be productive.
They could eat the goats, but a steady milk supply is more valuable than a few days of fresh meat.
You can survive off of canned goods for weeks, but for long-term survival, you need to find an alternate food source.
The previous night's dinner was the last straw for the hungry colonists. They need fresh food, and that means leaving the safety of their colony.
Something that I would like to do is to get out of the warehouse and go forage for fruit, go fishing.
On the way to the sanctuary, George remembered seeing citrus trees up the river a few miles.
Head upriver and have a couple hours to fish, get citrus, and do that.
Citrus is important for nutrition. A lack of vitamin C can cause scurvy, which leads to a weakening of the bones.
This is a disease that certainly can eventually be fatal.
In preparation for fishing, Amy has been working on a fish trap that she learned to make in the Peace Corps.
So it's a wide open for the fish to go in, but a smaller diameter at the end, so once it gets to the back, it can't find its way out.
But food isn't the only concern. For the last 10 days, the colonists have been living off of rainwater. Now they only have a 2-day supply left.
We're installing a shower. That'll be pleasant, but we're running low on water.
No, I don't.
Choose your weapon. Who's going? I'm in. I know you're in. You're not.
Everybody have a weapon?
Do you have a multi-tool?
Okay, guys, are we ready?
We're ready.
Only Morgan, John B., and Mike will stay behind. Although leaving the colony is intimidating, the 3 staying behind face the biggest challenge: to protect their goods from outsiders. 2 weeks ago, the warehouse was threatened by hostile marauders as part of the experiment.
You know, I believe that all humans are good because I've never experienced anything else, and I'm realizing that that's a very dangerous way to feel about it in a world like this that is full of people who want our stuff.
After 2 weeks of living in the warehouse, Morgan starts a visual diary of their experiences.
So day 5 was like a research day. Like I learned how to make cheese. We learned how to make a solar bike. So we were just researching about future projects. I mean, it's kind of cool looking, I guess. You know, it's pretty cool to be able to look back and see how far we've come, how much further we'll have to go. These walls are pretty white. Let's see here.
Some squawking going on. I'm like, did someone leave a record player on? We don't have a record player that works. We don't have anything that works, and no one else was here.
Hey, TV's on. Emergency broadcast.
They're not broadcasting, they're just transmitting. They're not broadcasting anything yet.
It was a 1-2 punch. Hey, someone's transmitting an emergency broadcast signal, and the power's coming from the wall. So that was like, wow.
Let's power up, kids.
For 15 days, the colonists have been struggling to squeeze power out of a busted-up bank of old car batteries. If power from the grid stays up, it could change everything.
Any form of outside communication becomes a beacon of hope for survivors.
The question is, will the grid stay on?
But just as suddenly as it came on, the grid goes back down.
Guys, the power's already back off. The TV's not working anymore. What's going on here?
After collecting water, the colonists locate the fruit that George was looking for.
Are those lemons or oranges?
Oranges. Let's jump it. You want to jump the gate?
Let's do it. Here. Step on my back. Step on my back. Step on my back.
Okay. You good?
Yeah.
Right here, right here. Good job. Drop. There. Drop. Oh, hurry. As many as you can get.
All right. I'm trying.
I've got to. Oh my God, this is heaven.
It is so funny how the simplest things can be the most amazing things when you are truly in survival mode. Crawling over the fence, just grabbing as many oranges as we could as the orange blossoms fall down. Oranges were falling all over the ground. It was raining oranges, and it was the most amazing experience I've had since I've been here.
You guys get everything you can. We don't know if we'll ever get this chance again.
I've never gone so many weeks without eating fresh fruit, and it was just a phenomenal experience.
Let's go. Yeah, it is.
Thank you, tree.
All right, let's go.
A few miles upstream, the river deepens and the colonists break out the fishing gear. In the context of the experiment, animals and wildlife have a natural immunity to the viral outbreak, so the LA River is still home to many species of fish, including tilapia and carp. Although the river is heavily polluted, Most of the fish are too small to contain